Hey there, friends. Welcome back to some more Shadowrun Dragonfall. When we last left off, we were going through the compound in Furstel, and we found some initiate people that were going to carve up bodies, and we found carved up bodies, and we found Haro's manifesto talking about their evil and how people need to love each other and, basically be hippies. And then we went and, uh, what's the word I'm looking for? Confronted, that's it. Yeah, I'm smart. Confronted Marta to try and get the amulet so we can get past to the shrine, but it didn't work. And I've been trying to figure out how to make it work, but I finally figured it out. I did some testing. I figured out a way to make it work. So what we're going to do is this door that she told us not to go in before, we're actually going to go in. And we're going to get on with the rest of the game. We've kicked open the door, and look, there's baddies. And he missed. There's actually going to be two baddies in there. Oh, there's one right there. As a matter of fact. And da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Oh, well, we can get something done at least. Ah, you missed me, missed me. Now, Glory, use your little knifey fingers things to go and and you suck with your finger knifey things. There, I'll just do that. So yeah, we actually need to come in here. Then we can talk to this man, the park ranger. You step forward toward the park ranger. His eyes are wide, and they move from you to Glory to the scene of carnage in the room. It takes a moment to realize that Glory isn't following you. You turn to find her standing in place, staring at the bodies of the slaughtered acolytes. Her expression is unreadable. It had to be done, Glory. They would have killed him. Back when I lived here, I would have too. And all that we would have done is trade two innocent lives for one. Maybe you heard him, Glory. He has kids. I couldn't let them kill him. After a long pause, she nods. Yeah. The ranger staggers forward, then collapses to his knees. He's bleeding in a dozen places from long, shallow wounds. The blood pours from his body in sheets, pooling in a slick on the hardwood floor. I don't know who you are, but thank you. He grimaces, clasps a hand to his left forearm. Blood oozes between his fingers. Those monsters were going to bleed me out. They took turns cutting me, carved up my arm like a holiday roast. Can you patch him up, Glory? She kneels beside him to inspect the damage. I can fix this. He'll need a trip to the hospital, but I can get him on his feet. Glory goes to work binding the park ranger's wounds. Within a few minutes, she staunched the worst of the bleeding. Thank you. I think I can make it out of here on my own. My truck isn't far from here. When you get to the hospital, people are going to have questions. What are you going to tell them? He stares at you for a moment, then his eyes flit to you. What do you want me to say? This place is no longer your concern. Don't tell anybody about what you found here. Understand? He nods. If that's what you want. He limps a few steps forward, then looks back at Glory. I owe you my life, Fraulein. I owe you both. Glory steals another glance at the dead cultist. She looks back up at the ranger and gives him a curt nod. When they took me, they confiscated my gear. I saw them stashed behind a vent in the garage before they dragged me in here. I don't need it. It'd only slow me down. I'll take it. Thanks. And then we have this Trid. Glory stares at the old Trid vid player. Then she speaks. Her voice is flat. It's unbelievable how little things have changed. I remember stealing this for Haro, the owner. Well, he didn't need it anymore. I remember how proud Haro was, how loved I felt. He was using you just like he uses everyone else. You said so yourself. Of course he was, but he couldn't have done it if I hadn't allowed myself to be used. She turns away from the Tridvid player and stalks past you. Let's keep moving. So we needed to do that. And then we will go up and get the items that we were told can be ours. Yay! And we get another gold thing, and then we get a number 3 rank and a number 3 rank. We're actually getting pretty kitted out with medical supplies. So now we will go and face Marta in an uno momento. Let us go and talk and face her. Come on. Open the door. Alright, I'm just going to skip through the dialogues that we didn't... we've read already. Boom, boom, da, da, da. Yeah. Keep it cool. Da, da. Cultists aren't responsible, knowing that the shrine is affecting her. Okay. I ain't turn my back on you. You shouldn't turn your back on her. The shrine's been whispering to her. Question what he's planning on doing with those. Then she's talking about, okay. The manifesto. You contradict her on the manifesto. Now which one did I pick next? Oh, it doesn't matter. Okay. Haru's hurting the runaways. Let me see if I can find it. Aha! We're going to go to that one after we go to this one. So, okay, we're going to do the one where he's talking about the initiates. Talking about harvesting the meat. So, when Glory lived here, he had her kill a man for his Tridvid player. How can that be right? Marta's forced smile falls. Her brow furrows, and then suddenly she looks afraid. That was a long time ago. And that man, Haru said that he had to die, but I don't remember why. There was no reason, Marta. None that matters. I should know. I'm the one who killed him. She remained silent for a time before replying. Say whatever else you want to say. Okay, so then Haru's evil. This one still doesn't work well. Ignorant, it's you. Blah blah blah. Okay. Okay, now let's see if this works again. Give us the amulet. You feel the whispering again, and the look of confusion intensifies on Marta's face. I don't know what to do. What you say makes sense, but it feels wrong somehow. I just can't, It isn't you, it's this place. It gets in your head. It took a lot more than this to wake me up to it. I don't know what to do. Slowly, she fishes the amulet from between her breasts. She holds it to you. She holds it out to you with a trembling hand. Take it and go. Do what you need to do. Thank you, Marta. She holds her expression, her head. She holds her head clasped in both hands. A tortured expression has taken over her face. Please, just go. So we did it without having to kill Marta, which is awesome. First time that I've been able to do that. So sweet. And now we can talk to this dude, who's the male initiate. You said that you just wanted to talk to her. She ran out of here in tears. Her mother died. We were going to calm her down right now. Oh no, poor Marta. Take care of her, okay? Yeah, we've got that. So now we're treading in uncharted waters for me, because I've never done this part before. Let's go into the shrine. As you step forward, the scintillating red light that streams from the doorway flickers and dies. There's a strange lurching sensation in your gut, but it clears almost instantly. The door swings open with a touch. That seems to have done it. Glory nods, then reaches into her satchel. Her hands come out, clutching a small jar. I'm going to put a smear of this on your forehead. It's sort of an alchemical balm. Her voice goes quiet. Harrow taught me how to make it. She unscrews the cap from the jar, revealing a pale white ointment. The surface glitters strangely in the dim light. If you ever wondered where my share of the take from our jobs has gone, this is the answer. Powdered orichalcum isn't cheap. What does the ointment do? The boundaries between the material world and the astral plane are weak in this place. Things can bleed through. The balm is like a lens. It focuses your perceptions. That makes the haze real. She applies a smear of ointment to her forehead. It looks like a glob of glittering white paint. With this, we can deal with the spirit on its own level. Sounds like a plan to me. She dips her finger back into the balm and traces it down on your forehead. The ointment feels cool and oily on your skin. That's good, because we don't have another one. She fishes in her bag a second time and pulls out a pair of silver necklaces. A rune-inscribed pendant dangles from each. This will protect your astral self from spiritual possession. Don't take it off while we're dealing with the shrine, whatever you do. Got it. Glory puts on her own pendant. The necklace glitters slightly against her pale skin. I don't know what's going to happen when we step into that room, Silta McFarkles. We're playing with forces outside of our control. Are you ready to do this? As ready as I'll ever be. Let's go then. Once we've purified the spirit, we can see about rescuing those kids. Harrow will get away, but we can worry about that later. That's the plan. Let's do it. One last thing before we do this. I have reason to suspect that Harrow isn't the real power here anymore. I think that the spirit is. What do you explain? I think that when Harrow started using his shrine, he handed the spirit trapped inside of it the keys to the kingdom. The bastard might think that he's in charge here, but he isn't, not anymore. He's a servant just like everybody else. The only difference is that he doesn't know it. What are you basing this on? What we saw with the initiate in the fridge, what we heard Marta say about the sacrifices. Lots of things, lots of little things, but they add up. Anyway, I'm only bothering you with this because it's solid evidence that we're doing the right thing. Even if Harrow does escape, he won't be as much of a threat as we thought he was. I just wanted you to know that. Thanks. Now let's do this. Here we go. Game saved. We're going in. We're going to take out the shrine, the spirit, the whatever. As you approach the shrine, a chorus of high, sibilant voices fill the air. The sound is light and airy, but something about it fills you with a bone-deep dread. Welcome home, Glory. Glory's eyes go wide. She opens her mouth to speak, but no sound escapes her. Glory, what? Something slams into you, a wave of intangible force that turns your consciousness inside out and sends shockwaves reverberating through your mind. The world lurches and everything goes black. Whoa! Shaky time! Slowly, you begin to stir. Murky, flickering impressions invade the oily stillness of your unconscious mind. The sensations come in waves, washing up over you and jerking you back towards consciousness. You smell acrid smoke and burning meat. The roar of distant flames whispers in your ears. When your eyes flare open, the dull red glare fills your vision. As you attempt to struggle to your feet, you become dimly aware that the gravity here feels wrong. Everything is heavier than it should be. Slowly, the waves grow still and your senses calm. You find yourself staring into an infinite horizon, the blasted ruins of Fearstel stretched out in all directions as far as the eye can see. Holy shit! Warily, she surveys your surroundings. I'd say that's an understatement. Where the hell are we? I can't say for certain, but one thing I am sure of. Whatever this place is, the adversary holds sway here. If this is the adversary's domain, wouldn't that make this hell? No. I don't think it's as simple as that. But the spirit we're hunting is going to be here, right? Yes, it should be. Somewhere. Well, we have to go and find the spirit. Something tells me that there's going to be more than just the spirit that we're going to have to deal with. But we will find out. I'm guessing it's probably time that we're going to have to deal with some inner demons. Or there's a spirit. Whatever. Okay, we're just going to get in a fight. Oh, okay, no, we got fighting to do. 8 damage. Psh, get on my level, son. We got a Seeker and a Mauler. That's 50 HP, 40. Oh, well. Psh. I may be able to just kill you outright if I don't miss. I don't miss. Get on my level. I don't think I can actually hit him with it. Nope. I can go right up to here, though. Da, 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 with Glory and her little knives. Really? Okay. 70. I'm gonna actually buff up my aiming. Come on, buff up your aiming. 95. I will take 95%. Because that flanks damage. That was so good. And you're knocked out. And you're dead. Are we gonna have a gauntlet of demons? It looks like it. I don't have the buff on me anymore. I was going to AoE damage, but 67%? I'm gonna miss. No, I didn't. Sweet! Alright, Glory, let's... Yeah, you can go up here. That's fine. We'll get some wreckage going. I'm guessing, I was about to say, I'm guessing he missed. And now... to do just a little bit more damage. We got this. Haha! Get away, Doji. We don't need you around, Doji. Actually, I'm gonna go ahead and take him out. And now we're just gonna use our abilities on you. Wait, that's the two-person one. I don't care about that one. Take you out in one more hit? No. Oh, you missed. You missed. Bad Doji. Spiritual Doge. Come on. Can I click? Why won't you let me click? Oh, this isn't good. I can't click on anything. Alright, give me a second. And we're back. I had to fight the fight a couple more times to get it to finally be to where I had to click. But I did it. So let's move on to... Oh, this looks shiny. This looks like it's going to be bad. Oh, hello. The thing hovering before you is hideous. Its broad-chested, jagged, and scale-like patches of burning coal, and its many sets of antlers shimmer with heat. It smells like a barn fire, wood smoke, burning fur, and blackening bodies. The spirit inclines its head towards Glory and spreads its arms in welcome. Wow. Welcome, Glory. Welcome, child. It speaks in a chorus of clear, listening voices. You don't hear them as much as feel them. The sensation is strange, like hundreds of butterflies fluttering in your chest. What a pleasure it is to see you again. Glory steps forward, trepidation on her face, standing before you, before the towering form of the spirit. She looks frail and small. She takes a deep breath, steels herself, and speaks. I know what you were, spirit, before the adversary twisted you, before Harrow bound you into this rock. She drops a hand into the satchel at her side. I can help you be that again. All you need to do is let me. The spirit chuckles, a strange warbling sound that sends a shiver down your spine. We are not in need of help. We are our great master's servant, just as Harrow is. Just as you are, despite your misguided attempts to cut away his love from your heart. The voices in your head soften, become sad, and the fluttering in your chest turns ugly, like the buzzing wings of a swarm of blowflies. You have mangled yourself beyond repair, and you did it despite him, he who is your greatest benefactor. You betrayed him, child, but he loves you all the same. The adversary sounds like a pretty reasonable guy. Don't listen to this thing, Glory. Slowly, terribly, the spirit begins to turn. You can hear the crack and pop of its splitting vertebrae as the nervous heft shits on its shoulders. It fixes its carnivorous gaze on you. Your friend, this outsider, speaks out of turn, but we take no offense. His words are like the babble of a newborn babe. He is ignorant of the truth. The spirit inclines its head toward you. If the noise continues, we will teach him, and the babble will cease. Glory shoots you a sidelong glance. She mouths a word, don't. I have a message for you from our great master. He has a gift for you, a peace offering, one that he offers freely, a sign of his continued affection for you. He knows that you desire his servant's destruction. As a symbol of his love, he will grant you the power to bring an end to Harrow. He knows that you wish to free the children of Furestel. As a sign of his compassion, he will help you set them free. You can have everything you want, child. All of this and more. Okay, I will remain silent. That's a nice pitch, Spirit. But you neglected to mention the price. The Spirit leans towards her, clasping its hands. This will cost you nothing. A simple gesture, a trifle, a show of good faith. If you demonstrate your love for him, he will reward you beyond your wildest dreams. Remove the protective ward from your neck, and his gift is yours for the taking. Yours forevermore. You're still going to say nothing. Glory cranes her neck to look up at the reeking carnivorous thing that looms over her. I had my own limbs hacked off to get away from the adversary. I paid somebody to do it. That's how badly I wanted to be free of your great master. Your offer is as pathetic as it was predictable. To be frank, I'm disappointed in you. The bonfire stench of the spirit thickens, and its antlers grow white. The heat radiating from the thing is like an oven, a kiln, a blast furnace. If you rebuke our great master a second time, I will chew what's left of you into mulch. The marrow from your bones will nourish the garden. I promise you this, child. I promise it. I have a better idea. She dips a hand into her satchel and produces a ceremonial dagger. The blade shimmers eerily in the light. We're going to purify you, Spirit, and after we've finished, you'll help us rescue those kids. The Spirit cackles. Very well, child. If pain is what you seek, we will bring it to you. Beneath its leathery skin, the thing's bones begin to shift. Straining against the ligaments and tendons that bind them, the hideous cracking sound fills the air as its spine splinters and pops. Oh, well, that's not good. As you watch, the spirit body begins to rupture. Great lesions open up on the creature's chest and back, and its rib cage cracks from some horrible internal pressure. The spirit's chest heaves, and a foul liquid pours from the rips in its flesh. A flash of light stabs your eyes, and when your vision clears, you find 3 identical spirits floating before you. Death comes in many forms, child. The fluttering sensation in your chest grows into a rasping pain that steals breath from your lungs. It feels like you're being eaten alive. Yours will be swift and brutal. There's 3 of them? Where's the 3rd one? Only see 2. Oh, there he is. So it's my turn. This is not going to be... How much health? Well, 130. This is going to not be fun. Definitely not fun. Well, Glory, do your thing, girl. Hopefully we can, hopefully we can do this. There's 4 of them now. Oh no, it teleported. Okay. Okay, we need to keep this thing where we're missing. A figure materializes out of the shadow. The form is wispy and insubstantial, a projection of a man distorted by distance. His silhouette ripples like a flag in the wind. Through the haze you can see his face. He is more beautiful than handsome. With sculpted features and an unnaturally youthful complexion, his expression is sad. Harrow. Glory. The voice is deep but faint and marred by echoes. It sounds as if he's shouting from the far end of a long tunnel. You shouldn't have come here. I was content to let you live out your life in peace. I've come to put an end to this place, Harrow. This place and your pathetic, sickening cult. I don't want to kill you, Glory, and I won't unless you force my hand. The flickering silhouette spreads its arms wide. Ask me for my protection, and I will usher you out of this place. You can leave Furestel in peace. If you ask me politely, I might even let your friend leave with you. I won't abandon your victims here, Harrow. Not again. I'm going to burn this place to the ground. My only regret is that you aren't here in person to burn with it. The protection of the Harrow sighs. A fight, then. Very well. The air around him begins to pulse with scintillating bursts of color. His rippling, transparent form glows with heat from within. You brought this upon yourself. What, he's there too? What? Well, you're right next to me. I can do 99 damage. Or no damage. Or whatever. Alright. So we're going to burn 2 to strip armor. So that's awesome. And we're going to strip 2 more armor, hopefully. -1 AP. That's fine. You missed. Flanked and blocked. Really? How'd I block? I don't care. I'm good with it. 38 damage. Let us hurry up and go. 9 damage. Really, Glory? Yeah. Okay, wait, is that one still standing there? Yeah, now he's attacking. Blocked. Missed. You do know she's standing right there, right? Like, literally to your left. Let's see if I can get rid of Harrow. Yay. No, now's not the time to be missing. Ah. The weakened spirit's form flickers and sparks. The burning coals that cling to its body fall off in clumps, and its searing antlers begin to cool. The chorus of lifting voices warbles and shrieks as its body transmogrifies into something else. Through the haze, you can see Harrow's eyes go wide. At once, his rippling silhouette begins to fade back into the shadows whence it came. His body becomes insubstantial. Go ahead and run, you fucking coward. Run back to the real world and wherever your hole you crawled out of. We'll catch you. The shadows in the shape of a man smile back at you. The distance in his voice has increased. It sounds like he's shouting from miles away. I don't think so. You don't even know where the real me is, Glory. Oh, don't worry. We'll find you. We're good at that sort of thing. Projection flashes you a condescending grin. Believe whatever you like, fool. You won't do any good. Years from now, I'll still be doing what I do, and you'll have accomplished nothing. Go ahead, Harrow. Try to set up another cult. You won't get far before I hunt you down. Projection chuckles. The sound is thin and it's like I'm watching a bad, stupid cartoon, because it's like just the banter back and forth. I'm going to stop you. Ha ha ha. No, you're not. Yes, I am. Ha ha ha. No, you're not. You know better than that, but nothing makes me happier than the sound of you lying to yourself. Goodbye, Glory. The shadow slowly dissipates and Harrow is gone. Run, coward. Run away, far away. We'll find you. Glory continues staring for a long moment at the spot where the projection of Harrow vanished. Her expression is unreadable. Slowly, she turns away. Well, that thing looks a little different. The spirit's writhing form continues to transformation. Twisted claws buckle, break, and reform. Charred bone begins to heal. The barnfire stench slowly dies away and replaced by an array of more pleasant smells: oak and pine, and mineral oil, rustic feasts, and mulled wine. As it cools, the spirit raises its head. Its body is as shaky as a newborn foal's. What happened to us? What have we done? Say nothing. What have you done? Terrible things, spirit. Loathsome, unforgivable things. You have corrupted children, turned them into killers. You've been a party to violence, torture, and the desecration of corpses. You've created monsters. The spirit cringes, shaking its great head from side to side. It doesn't speak, but a low rumbling sound emanates from somewhere deep in its chest. Unpleasant to think about, isn't it? But you have to, spirit. You can't run from what you've done. Your actions are a part of you, whether you like it or not. The rumbling sound turns into a tormented howl. The noise conjures images of mourning mothers and caged animals, screeching orphans and dying men. It's a sound of pure, unmitigated despair. Glory takes a step toward the giant creature. Listen to me, spirit. I need your help. We're here to rescue the cultists of Furestel, the street kids whose minds you touched. We're getting them out of here before the adversary can do to them what they did to you. The spirit stares at Glory for a long moment. Finally, it dips its head in a nod. Yes, we will help you. There's no time like the present. Get to it. We've already done so. The cultists of Furestel are themselves again. The spirit bows its head. We wish to do more. We have much more to atone for, as you said. Just what do you hope to do? Make amends, heal the sick and the wounded, bring them the succor of hearth and home. But we can do nothing without your help. We are still bound to this shrine anchored here. We cannot leave without your assistance. Tell us what you need us to do. We need an appropriate vessel to carry us out of the rock. Something touched by magic, but more dead than alive. So basically, please don't tell me that this is going where I think it's going. It dips its head. Do you have anything that can help us? Gingerly, she reaches up and wraps her hand around the protective ward that hangs around. Yep, it's gonna happen. That hangs around her neck. Yes, I think that I do. This is her choice. I'm not going to say anything. With a single motion, she snaps the chain. The pendant falls to the floor. The heart of Furestel lowers its eyeless head and then traces an elaborate gesture into the air. A warm glow envelops it. A similar glow spills from Glory. There is a bright flash and the spirit is gone. Glory, are you okay? Slowly, she rises. She looks in the eye, a quizzical expression on her face. I can feel it. The spirit. It's bound to me now. So what does that mean for us? Can the spirit help us like it said? See for yourself. She raises an arm and you can feel a burst of warmth and comfort from your chest. It wants to help people, to heal them. It wants redemption like I do. Together, maybe we'll find it. Behind your eyes, your vision starts to twist. It feels as though you're being turned inside out. Time to go. The spirit's linked to the adversary's severed. This entire reality is falling apart. See you in the real world, Glory. Yeah, she offers you a grateful smile. I'll see you there. So, does that mean she got, like, some sort of magic-y power now? She can, like, magic-y heal? If so, that'll be interesting. Slowly, you swim back to the consciousness, struggling to your feet, to find Glory already standing and alert. I can feel them. The spirits set them free, but they're trapped somewhere here in the complex. The initiates, you mean? Yes, and others. She surveys the room, a worried expression on her face. We need to find them and get out of here. The connection between this compound and wherever we were is breaking down in that place. And as the place disintegrates, more and more things are spilling through. Just like rats. Say no more. We're getting out of here. Not without the cultists, but yes. She strides towards the door. Let's get moving. So, the cult members, I think they're in that one room. So we know where they're in that lounge. Now, are we going to have to fight anything? as we do so is the question. Jeez. So, okay, now before I go anywhere, I want to look up stats now. Does she have a spell? No. No, she doesn't. Boo. Don't make it seem like she does then. Here we go. Oh, we're just clearing out the debris. Oh, fair enough. Oh, these are the people. As you kick open the door and stumble forward into the room, you find yourself surrounded by a sea of teenage faces. Initiates all huddled together and trembling, with the spirit's influence cleared from their minds. They look frightened and lost, like kids who have had their security blankets torn away. Glory steps forward, and when she speaks, her voice is gentle. Come on, all of you. We're taking you to safety, someplace far away from here. A scrawny teenager in a ratty coat stares at Glory's chrome. His mouth is hanging slack, and his voice cracks when he speaks. What happened to you? Your arms. Something that you'll never need to worry about. Come on, let's get the hell out of here. Couldn't have put it better myself. Come on, people, we're taking you someplace safe. Wow, okay. Well, this is interesting. You thread your way through the trees of the Schurnbach forest, tracing your way back to the thicket where you and Glory hid the van. The inferno that consumed Stellar is spreading, and the conflagration casts the forest around you in a sinister orange light. The heat at your back is intense, unbearable. Far ahead, Glory blazes a trail for you to follow, shredding the foliage in her path. The liberated initiates teeter on the edge of panic as they struggle to keep pace behind you. The fire is moving fast, but you're faster. As Glory helps the last of the kids into the van, you put the vehicle in gear and punch the accelerator. The burning ruin of Furestel recedes into the distance, a glowing speck in the rearview mirror. The peace and safety of the Bazar lie ahead. And what do we get? Two karma. Really? Two karma? Oh, well, it was worth. So when we come back, folks, we're going to talk to Jaeger and Glory, get the wrap-ups of those, and then we finally are going to continue on with the main story of the game. And from here on out, it's new water for me. I have no idea what's going to happen. So I'm excited. So until then, guys, y'all take care. And of course, have a good one.